Alright, so I'll get started. So what's up everybody, Bloodman Bobby here. So I'm back again on Twitch after having a really great time getting through the original, or Pikmin 1 with my sister. So many thanks to her, she really helped out with fighting some of the tough bosses in that game. Today I'm going back to a more or less regular schedule and playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because I have not done a stream of Wave 5 of the Booster Course Pass, their DLC. So we're going to get into it right now, so let's begin. They also added some new characters too that I think I might check out. Let's do 150cc, let's challenge ourselves. And since, if you're coming from TikTok, you saw that video where I was playing PD, I'll start with PD. Just kind of fooling around. If you have any requests for characters, let me know. I'll probably even ask after this race, you know, hey, which character should I play, and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I might just stick with the Mercedes GLA, because I just like driving the Mercedes vehicles in Mario Kart. And, you know, just because I said that, let's go with the GLA, which kind of looks like a hatchback in this Mario game, but it's really more of a compact, luxurious compact crossover if you're into cars and understood what I said. Just go with that. Yeah, so let's do this. And if you're coming from Twitter, you notice that I asked my sister to draw a thumbnail where both our characters are trying to get away from the Bob-omb car. Definitely one of my big pet peeves from Moonview Highway, the course coming from Mario Kart Wii. Still cool to see the courses from Mario Kart Tour, just as somebody that likes to spend some time learning about geography. And you know that I like to collect Olympic mascots, so it's really cool getting to see the course inspired by Athens. In fact, the very first Olympics that I watched, well, definitely Summer Olympics I watched, was the 2004 Athens Olympics. I imagine for a lot of, like, you know, kids of my generation, that was their very first Olympics. Technically, the very first, I do remember seeing, like, snippets of the 2002 Winter Games that took place in Salt Lake City, but I don't remember it too well, aside from, oh, it was on TV. But yeah, because I don't remember watching, like, the Apollo Ono races and that kind of stuff at the time. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Olympics, we're here to talk about Mario Kart. And took down Rosalina, thank you. I like how they brought over these ramps that were, I think, first introduced in Mario Kart Wii. Jumping around. And I don't have a mushroom to speed through this bit, so... But luckily, I didn't lose my standing and avoid the banana peels. Michelle. Rosalina just going to be like my rival throughout this race. Up, down, hooray! Ooh, watch out for the rocks! Ah, I used the banana peel there, but I guess I was a little too late. Yep, got first. Hope I could maintain that lead. Let's see what's next. I don't think it's Moonview Highway, but we'll see. Oh, Daisy Cruiser. I remember seeing this course in the trailer for this new wave of Mario Kart DLC, and I thought that this was the coolest looking course. And I do like driving through here as well. Good head start. Yeah, it's funny. I remember when I first played Mario Kart DS, I made that mistake of like starting to rev the engine even before the countdown started, and as a result I got in that thing where like the car kind of like blows up and a lot of smog comes out, and now I'm in 6th place trying to catch up. Watch out. Who's dying here? I see Yoshi and Toad. But yeah, I do definitely like this playing this course. Tanuki Mario is been slowing down. Zap there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got Rosalina, but now I'm being challenged by Tanuki Mario. Brake a bit there, which I didn't used to do when I was younger because I was all concerned about, oh, if I hit the brake, I'll slow down. But I noticed if I don't hit the brake right before I go through the water there, then I end up hitting the wall. If I use the mushroom, could I outrun the red shell there? I've used the Bob-omb to red shell, and it's not gonna hit Bushy. So I hope to see more Yoshi if they make a sequel to the Mario movie, the one Illumination made. Oh my god, well, they're all coming at me at the end! But somehow I got first place, so that's cool. Oh wow, they were all just coming at me at the finish line. This is the next one, the one I've been dreading. Although I will say, I think this course is a bit easier than the one for Mario Kart Wii. Because I remember Mario Kart Wii, I just remember there would be like so many cars coming at me and just like hitting me. Also, it seems like aside from the Bob-omb car, if you just kind of hit one of the cars, you won't, the other cars, then you won't crash. Like, let's see what happens if I bump into the truck. Oh wait, I was wrong, forget it. You could still get hurt. So maybe I just got lucky another time. Because I was playing this last night and I hit one of the cars, but it didn't knock me down. So I don't know what happens. Yeah, okay, well maybe it just in general it's not a good idea to get hit by the cars, but whatever. So maybe I just got lucky at one time. Yeah. Yeah, upside of being in 5th place though is you could use all the cool items. You're not just stuck with the green shells and the mushrooms. But yeah, it's still though. I mean, I know it's, you know, I might be taking this a tad too seriously, but just isn't that weird? It's like, could you imagine driving down the road and you see like a literal like bomb just like going down the road, and you see somebody hit one there? It's just like, good God. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky that one time. Right in front of me. Good God. Get on the surfboard. Going there. I'm gonna try to see if I could at least get 6th place. without hitting the Bob-omb car. Looks like one of the car. Oh no, I don't want to get hit by the Inkling girl with the Bob-omb. Maybe they should just call this place Bob-omb Highway. Ugh, banana peel, that was close. Ow. Ooh. Well, the blue shell wasn't coming for me. It's usually the first place car. But anyway, 5th place, but I'm sure I could improve. Squeaky clean sprint. Cool. Lots of jumping. Hit somebody? Yes, got King Boo. Off to a good start. I don't want to make that like famous last words, if you will. Green shell. Didn't take away my banana though, so that's cool. Time to catch up. Somebody's shooting fireballs. This Yoshi doesn't have an item to hit me with. But of course that could change really soon. Boomerang. Get rescued by Lakitu there. Is it Lakitu or Lakitu? I thought as a kid it was pronounced. Fell down there. Now I really got to play catch up. Nice. Notice that one of the rubber duckies has Mario hat on. Well, nearly hit the banana peel there. I didn't leave the bananas on the side of the road like what I used to do when I was younger. Okay, 3rd place, so a solid way to finish off, so that's awesome. Alright, but still 1st place overall, so that's what really matters to me. So, we'll check out the next, set of courses next. I'll probably play Kamek for the next one, since he was in the Mario movie. So yeah, I said Kamek. And you know, randomly last night, out of nowhere, I got that Peaches song from the Mario movie stuck in my head. I don't know why. It was like all of a sudden just like stuck in my head. And the most random songs get stuck in my head at the most unexpected times. Yeah, I don't really ride the motorcycles in this game just because I'm kind of terrible at them. So again, if there's a character you want me to play later, or even another set of courses, just let me know. So in this course, there's actually two Mario Kart Tour courses, I believe, that were former Olympic hosts, LA and Vancouver. Which I heard Vancouver, it's kind of unclear to me if they're still trying to be one of the candidate cities for the 2030 Winter Games. Which, not to kind of get lost on like a discussion about the 2030 Olympics, that's kind of been on a bumpy road, I would say, lately. But on the upside, there's, you know, several cities that are thinking about it. So it's not at that point like the more recent games where there may only be 2 or 3 cities that are trying to bid. Oh my god, Wario and Waluigi are the front runners. Speaking of LA, I did do a video that you could check out on YouTube and TikTok where I talk about LA's Olympic mascot. So if you want to see that, just head over to my YouTube or TikTok channels. Because the LA mascot, it's pretty easy to find if you go to like a swap meet in like Pasadena or Long Beach, like nearby cities in LA County. So if you want to add Sam to your collection and you want to take a trip to LA, you know, just look for a swap meet in Pasadena or Long Beach. I got a story about the 4 Vancouver mascots that I'll save when we get to the Vancouver course. Oh my god, pummeled by so many shells. I feel like I'm playing Mario Kart Wii again. Because, like, Mario Kart Wii, that seems like the one where I just get pummeled after item after item after item. It's just like, oh my god. Oh, that's brutal. Alright, that was awesome. Although in real life, if you are just driving through LA, there's probably a lot more traffic. Did you hear during the 1984 LA Olympics, traffic was much more minimal because, like, you know, people who weren't going to the Olympics just kind of skipped town and went elsewhere. So I'm wondering if it's 2028 Olympics, if, like, the traffic is going to be so much more reduced, which is kind of, like, interesting to imagine just because as somebody who has been, like, you know, would go with family to LA, like, you know, several times, I'm used to, like, seeing traffic, lots of traffic. So if the 2028 Olympics comes and the traffic is reduced, that's going to be like a miracle. Sunset Wilds. I do have a Super Circuit for a Game Boy Advance SP that I collected, but something I just can't get used to in the older Mario Kart games is you can't really drift the way you can in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe correct me if I'm wrong, but the first Mario Kart game I played that has the drift feature, like what I'm doing right now, was Mario Kart DS. I remember that's probably one of the ways I got better at playing Mario Kart DS. I just noticed like my friends and classmates would just be like drifting, and it was just like, oh, how do you do that? And I learned that, you know, oh, you push the R button, you hold down the R button, and that's how you drift. So yeah, I never forgot that piece of advice since then. Kind of one of those pieces of advice I kept since childhood. Or I don't know, maybe, I mean, somebody let me know if you can drift in Double Dash, which I believe is the Mario Kart game for a GameCube. Too bad I can't really do GameCube streams. Like, GameCube has a lot of really underrated Nintendo games. I really wished Nintendo would do like a virtual console with GameCube games. Although some GameCube games have gotten re-releases, like Metroid Prime Remastered, or you know, certainly the first two Pikmin games. Banana peel. What? It didn't get Mario there? Kidding me? There we go. There we go. Yes, making progress. Thought I was gonna get knocked out by the Shy Guy, but I guess not. Instead, I get knocked out by Red Shell. Alright, second place, solid enough. But now I'm tied with Waluigi. Yeah, didn't want to drive into the grass there, but whatever. This course is kind of intimidating too, just because you're driving near a lot of cliffs and you don't want to fall off. Ow. Ooh. So let me know in the comments if you would like me to, you know, about any other characters or courses you would like me to try. If not, then I'll just do the mirrored courses, at least one of them. That's how I was able to get rid of the ink. Kamek is having a good time. Ooh. Why did I drift the wrong direction there? Yeah, I don't know. It's not like Ridge Racer PSP where you could drive through like grassy areas and it won't affect your speed. Can I get the mushroom? Yay, I got it. Don't get too close to me, Bowser Jr. It would be kind of interesting if they made like a Mario and Luigi movie, like kind of like if they made a movie version of Partners in Time, where you would get to see Mario and Luigi go on adventures with the baby versions of themselves. So second place, but it's all good. Oh right, the Vancouver course. So yeah, I have a story about Vancouver, or well, not the Vancouver course, but just my travels in Canada. So when I was 13, I actually got to go on my first international trip. My first trip outside the U.S. and it was to Canada. So I went. We went with a tour group and visited British Columbia and Alberta, those two provinces, and had a good time there. But when we were in BC, this was actually right before the Vancouver Olympics in 2010. We actually got the chance to buy the mascot or the plushes for the mascots, but because it was right before the Olympics, they were still really expensive. I think they were like $50. So we were just like, no, we can't buy them. And we made a joke, and all these years later, when I started to collect Olympic mascots, I was able to get plushes of the 4 mascots, and for a much better price now that it's been many years after the Olympics. And we made a joke that one of the mascots, the sea bear, has a grudge against me, and that's why often in videos you'll see this character attacking me playfully and that kind of stuff. So we have a very like kind of wild imagination, and just we have like the Olympic mascots do the most derpy things, where it's kind of like when you see them in public, they're usually like the peacekeepers and promoting good Olympic spirit. But when they're on their own, they just do the most really derpy things and that kind of stuff. I don't know what it is about our imagination where we just take characters and make them, imagine them doing like, very strange kind of stuff and just fooling around with each other. But yeah, if I got to go back to Vancouver, I certainly would. Would like to try, because there's lots of foods in Canada that I didn't get to try when I was there, like BC roll, which is a Canadian style of sushi with salmon. It's kind of like a California roll, but with salmon. And another thing, if I ever got to visit Quebec, which is the French-speaking province of Canada. First of all, if I got to visit Montreal, I would just like to visit Montreal since it was a Olympic city. 1976 hosted the very first Summer Olympics in Canada. And yes, you heard right, Summer Olympics. And I know a professor that was able to go there. My internship professor went there in 76. So that would be really awesome. And even though this stadium, I don't think it was completed in the way it was intended, I would even like to see the Montreal Olympic Stadium. I think it really looks like a very beautiful stadium. Maybe it wasn't finished the way it was intended. I've even seen like bits of footage from 76 where you could see like the big tower that hangs over the stadium. Doesn't look like they finished it on time, but of course they were able to do that. But yeah, I would like to visit Montreal, would like to visit Calgary, which hosted the Winter Games in 1988. But yeah, I just spent a lot of time learning about things like Canadian history, culture, food, and politics. So it's just kind of fascinating to learn about Canada and like, any differences and how it contrasts with how like the US works. So I guess because of YouTube videos, I've kind of become a bit of a pseudo-traveler, just in that I spend a lot of time learning about places like Canada, Singapore, Japan, That was why I was actually really thrilled when, in a previous Mario Kart wave, they put in courses inspired by Thailand and Singapore. And I spent a lot of time learning about Thailand and Singapore, particularly food. And with Singapore, I learned, quite a bit about the history of Singapore. So that's really cool. Alright, let's do mirrored courses. Maybe I'll just do Tanuki Mario? Excuse me. Let's do this cart, because it reminds me of Mario's cart from the DS game, at least the standard one. Yeah, even if it looks kind of funny with the Yoshi's Woolly World tires, as long as it serves me well, that's what matters to me. So we'll head back to the Feather Cup. Time doing the mirrored version. But yeah, coincidentally, there were, quite a few of the courses they brought over from Mario Kart Tour also happened to be Olympic host cities. Like, I still remember one of the ones I kept getting lost in was, like, the one set in Paris. And, Paris is hosting the next Summer Olympics in 2024. Yeah, so I've heard about the plans of the opening ceremony and how it's going to take place in the city center. So that actually might be that could be set up as probably one of the most stunning opening ceremony. Some say the 2008 Olympics in Beijing was the last really good one, but I would say the last really incredible opening ceremony was London. That was why when the Tokyo Olympics were coming up, I was really hoping that, maybe for Tokyo it was gonna be kind of like the London opening ceremony in terms of how they covered both the past and also present pop culture. Because the London opening ceremony, I feel like this is turning into an Olympic live stream. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, like, the historical moments, like Pandemonium, and also the pop culture segments. Like, some of my, I learned that night a lot of my favorite bands were actually British, and I learned, like, new songs from, like, the Rolling Stones and the Who. Like, that was the first time I ever heard of the song My Generation, so that was really cool. And since Japan also has, like, a very, vibrant and internationally beloved pop culture, particularly with anime and video games, I was hoping that we could see some of that. And unfortunately, I think because they had to cut back since they weren't going to get a lot of tourists to go, because that was right around the time when the COVID pandemic was getting, like, pretty bad. They had to cut back, and they couldn't really do the kind of opening ceremony that I think a lot of people wanted to see. Although they still played, from my knowledge, I heard people say that during the Parade of Nations, you could hear music from, like, Sega and Square Enix video games, which unfortunately I didn't really recognize because I spent most of my time with Nintendo games. So I don't know. Maybe if someday, like, I think the next time Japan would most likely get to host an Olympics would probably be a Winter Games. Like, I know right now it's kind of dicey if Sapporo gets to host the Winter Games because of all the scandals regarding the Tokyo Olympics. But maybe if Sapporo gets the chance to host it, maybe then they could do an opening ceremony that's filled with, like, pop culture references. And also Sapporo, speaking of Nintendo, is the birthplace of the late, great Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo when I was growing up. He was president of Nintendo when the Wii and the Nintendo 3DS were coming out. So yeah. Olympic discussion over back here on the cruise. kind of trippy coming in. How exactly are you supposed to, excuse me, eat dinner or lunch in that dining room when all those tables are just like moving around? It's like you're gonna spill like your soup and salad, my god. No, 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 don't hit me with the banana peel! Hopefully and thankfully that bullet bill didn't even get close to me, but the blue shell did! Yeah. Whoop. Break there, so I didn't want to crash into the wall. Oh great, I got hit by my own green shell. Jeez. You know, it's kind of funny to say right now, but just playing Mario Kart, there's something about whenever I do an activity that involves, like, you know, having to, like, you know, go at a fast rate of speed, like, you know, whether it's cross-country running, or even right now, just, like, you know, playing all these races in Mario Kart, there's something about it that really helps, like, distract me from, like, you know, any, like, you know, worries or real-life concerns I got. Because I remember, like, in high school when I was in cross-country races, that was the one time where I was able to take a break from, like, my academic worries because I didn't get very good grades in high school. But when I would run a race, literally the one thing on my mind is just, like, you know, get to the end of the race. So it's cool to, like, how I was still able to get that feeling. And for me, I think one of the reasons I like cross-country so much, I didn't know it at the time, but I think it's because maybe I was able to use all that energy that I built up from, like, academic pressure and that kind of stuff, and was able to, like, utilize it in a way that didn't involve, like, having to, like, get angry or cry. It's like I'm utilizing all that massive energy for something that was more productive in comparison. So it gave me that escape, and maybe that's why I feel really good playing Mario Kart right now. Which I guess it's a feeling that could really be applicable to any video game, but I think, you know, playing a game that involves, like, trying to win a race like Mario Kart, it sort of emulates a similar feeling. Maybe not the physical, like, kind of strain you would get from running, but still, that sort of similar, like, really, like, feeling where you really gotta focus on winning a race and doing it at a, like, kind of fast rate of speed. That's why it works so well for me. Peach is getting ahead of me. Gotta play catch up. And watch out for the banana peels. I don't want to get too close to Peach. Go for the Bob-omb car. See, yeah, that's the thing. That time I hit the truck and it didn't knock me out. Maybe because I wasn't going at a very fast rate of speed. Maybe that's why it didn't hurt me. Whereas right now, if I hit a truck or a car, I would probably get knocked out. Ow. Go. Yeah, you know how when I said earlier, oh, I think this version of Moonview Highway is easier. Now, it feels like it's approaching the same difficulty, and I get, but hey, second place. So better than 3rd place. So that's cool. And I guess, I mean, if you were to ask me what my real life driving is like, I'm probably one of the most overcautious drivers that you will ever meet. Even doing something like that, even driving 40 miles per hour, maybe because I have a bit of driver's anxiety, the reason I don't think about like any other like concerns I got nearly as much is just because when I drive in real life, I'm just thinking, you know, go at a careful rate of speed and don't crash into other people. So that's probably a big part of why, despite my driver's anxiety, I do enjoy driving so much. You know, whether it's a video game where you can go at, you know, whatever speed you want, or even if it's just real life driving where you're just trying to get to the local store or whatever. Oh, I thought that item would save me, but I guess it didn't. Whoa, wow, just got pummeled by all those guys there. Jeez. Little boost from that Boston. Can I get there? Oh, wow. My first time getting up here. Ouch. Banana peel there. That's banana peels. Watch out. Ooh, can I catch up? Oh, I just realized that's toilet water. Ew. Villager knocked out. Across the finish line. That's all good, so that's awesome. Alright, so I think I'll play the next cup in the mirrored version, and then I'll call it a day. Yeah, my iced coffee definitely relieves full drink to have during the summers. Lately, the temperature has cooled down where I'm at, but for the last couple of weeks, it's been like 90-degree weather. And yeah, it actually got to the point where I did get dehydrated, so that wasn't fun. It's also probably one of my more unpleasant cross-country memories, because I do remember getting heat stroke when I was a cross-country runner, although that only happened once, and that was after I graduated high school, when I came back to visit the team. So yeah, make sure you hydrate, drink. I mean, they don't kid when you see those Instagram posts saying, you know, remember to drink lots of water. Let's do Baby Mario. But Yeah, it's funny. Before I did streams today, I was, feeling a lot of pressure and stress. But now that I'm actually doing it, I actually feel pretty good. I guess it just reminds me of, if you've seen the Pixar movie Luca, his friend says the iconic line, Silencio Bruno, basically, as a way of saying, don't let stress get the best of me, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's do cherry. I did pick the mirrored one, right? Just double checking. Yeah, I did, okay. So let's do the cherry cup, the mirrored version. Go. Lots of people pointed out that scene where they showed Baby Mario and Luigi in the Mario movie was, very emotional moment, and I do agree. I'm happy they did get to put Baby Mario and Luigi. It's that scene in the movie where, like, that kid was bullying Baby Luigi, and then Baby Mario comes in to, like, help defend him. So I thought that was really sweet too. It kind of reminds me of, how great the Mario franchise is when they get to have those kind of, like, genuinely emotional moments. Sort of reminds me of the feelsy scenes from Super Mario Galaxy. And hey, if they did get around to making a Mario Galaxy movie, they could include the Gusty Garden Galaxy music, which is some of my favorite music from any Mario game. I remember when I played the Video Game Awards, I almost wanted to cry. It made me that, like, nostalgic, so that was really wonderful. I mean, if there's any games for the original Wii where I just really genuinely love the music, it's gotta be from the two Mario Galaxy games. I still remember the trailer for Galaxy 2 had really great music. Yeah. Just getting pummeled here. I mean, it is 150cc, so I guess it's what I get. And speaking of Baby Mario, I remember a funny moment. I don't know about funny, but this kind of like funny moment in that Mario sports game for the 3DS. I forgot what it's called. There's a cutscene where if you're playing the golf game and you get like a bogey, and they just show Baby Mario starting to cry, and then he just kind of explodes in tears. It's just like, wait. I think the same thing happens with Baby Luigi. Ow. Alright, so starting off 7th place, so am I gonna have to see Baby Mario crying? Yeah. Well, I guess at least they don't like make his crying super loud. It's not even audible. But I'm thinking about how some people find Baby Mario really annoying, and like Yoshi's Island, where if you get hit and you hear like Baby Mario crying and you gotta go rescue him, some people find that to be incredibly annoying. I don't know. I guess for me, I just get so caught up in the moment where it's like, oh, go rescue him before he's kidnapped. I'm just like, it doesn't bother me that much. But it's just kind of funny thinking about what they did in later that sports game I mentioned, where it's kind of like Nintendo saying, oh, you thought he was obnoxious back in the 90s. He's still just as loud today. So, let's see if I can get an even better result. Excuse me. I was a little worried that those pools of water were going to slow me down, but it doesn't look like it does. Watch out for blue shell there. Oops. Noah's behind me. Don't want me to catch up. Ow. But now it's just Mario. Ah, that time I should have slowed down so that Mario or somebody else would get hit instead of me. I was hoping I could get maybe second place, but oh well. Now I'm in 5th, so I really gotta catch up. Lap. Apparently that became Banana Peel Lane. And I don't have an item to stop the red shell. Oh wow, that was close. Okay. Nice. Notice there aren't. There was only banana peels, so maybe the others crashed into the others. Shell. Luckily I'm in the lead, so that doesn't matter as much. Okay, so now I'm able to get back in the lead, so that's awesome. More, please, but it's okay. Alright, so I think that'll be the last play, or the last race for today. You can notice there, they actually got the Olympic torch in the 2010 games. Remember, Wayne Gretzky was one of the torchbearers, the famous hockey player. Oh. Out of the way, the blue shell. Oh wow, that really helped. And now I'm in the lead. That's awesome. And hopefully Bowser Jr. doesn't have any items to hit me with. Is this the arena where the Vancouver Canucks, the hockey team, plays? Maybe it's figure skating. Ooh, hopefully I could finish in the lead. Don't want it. Oh man, that was got in the lead. But that's still cool. It's really awesome that I got a chance to play the new courses and even the mirrored versions today. So, alright, so third place, not bad. So I'll end things here for today. So it's really great getting to play Mario Kart once again on Twitch. Next week I haven't decided on a game for next week, so follow me on Twitter, because on Thursdays I'll sometimes put up a poll asking people, hey, what do you want me to play today? So I'll put up a poll next Thursday unless something else comes along. So yeah, so follow me there. If you enjoy the stream, please follow me on Twitch. It's been really fun playing this again. So until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching.